Holy shit, we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. We're here to play Tales from the Loop through the Hedgerows. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted because before we went live, Maitreyi was giving us all the third degree on why Harrison Ford is a garbage actor. And
we've discovered that she's just a horrible human being.
I wasn't going to say that.
It was mostly his, but there was a little bit about Bill Murray too. So
yeah. Pretty much, she hates anyone associated with American classic cinema.
More or less, more or less.
Next, we're going to hear she doesn't like Princess
Stephen
Bride.
King is a little too American for me.
That is a great question. Where do you stand on Princess Bride?
Pro. I am very pro.
Okay, I was about to hit stream if it was anything else.
Wait. Second test. Second test.
Uh-oh.
Are you looking forward to the reboot?
I don't know. There was a reboot.
No, that Princess Bride. Wesley's got some gaslighting. There's some roughness. He just completely lies to her the whole time. Then I don't know.
It's like you know what? I haven't watched it with the same verve that a lot of people do, but I went through this entire period of like learning about North American pop culture, and Princess Bride was one of the ones that felt nice. It felt nice because Star Wars was like, okay, cool.
You're anti-Star Wars too?
I'm not anti-Star. I nothing Star Wars.
So what did you expect?
Oh my goodness!
Actually,
Steven, you're kind of responsible for this. You're the one who kind of recruited Maitreyi into the group, so this is kind of on you, man.
It is. How the mighty have fallen.
My shame is immense.
I'll try to make it up to you. What I lack in love for Harrison Ford, I promise to make up for enthusiasm for, I don't know, Denzel Washington. Who's another American icon?
Mark Wahlberg.
There.
Shut your mouth.
Oh God, Mark Wahlberg.
How did we get from Harrison Ford to Mark Wahlberg?
The worst. So the best thing that ever happened in cinema was Mark Wahlberg talking to a fake plant. Like,
oh God.
Like that is the peak of cinema. It's never going to be better than that.
Oh no, the other guy's still one of my favorites.
Yeah, so if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe.
I feel like I need to apologize because you're definitely going to lose subscribers over this, and I'm very sorry.
Ready to play. I'm just in such a bad place right now.
Listen, Maitreyi, one thing I've learned, and I was looking this up, here in a couple months, DOK will have been going for 6 years.
Oh, wild.
And one thing I've learned is the meaner you are to the audience, the more popular you get. So I think that's true. I'm not sure. God. I'll tell you what, in this one, I'll be nice to the audience and we'll see how that affects Adam's subs.
Sure.
And in DOK, I'm just going to go all out.
Yeah, so if you like Chuck being
perilous as the test,
please subscribe.
Yes.
If you like Chuck being mean, unsubscribe.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know how
taking
this is
a risk.
This is not going to be good.
Business. Dear Lord. All right, let's get into this shit and stop fucking around. We're here to play some Through the Hedgerows. This is our Tales from the Loop game. Last session, I was looking at my notes and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing with my life anymore because now you all have to go get 7 pinkies. And I was just trying to trick you all into cutting your pinky fingers off, but you're smarter than that. So it didn't even like really register as a legitimate thought process for you all, which I mean, good for all of you.
Thank you for clarifying that that's what that note says, because I was trying to figure out what that meant, and now I realize it is 7 pinky fingers.
Yeah. 7 pinkies.
Well, yeah. I mean...
Right, we had that whole discussion about whether it was human pinkies or mouse pinkies.
No, there was no clarification.
GM did not count on one of us having owned a snake before.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, now there's conversation of whether to go to the pet store because you all kind of sort of know the owner of the pet store and get some baby mice, or head back to the mine and just steal some pinky fingers off some zombies. Which, I mean, good job all of you for creative thinking in that.
Well, isn't there a third option? Like, Stacy, you're the artist, right?
That is something that
do you have any crayons or colored pencils?
Yes, I do.
So just draw some pink E's 7 times.
And Jeff's gone. Jeff is gone.
I'm just going with the easiest route, okay?
I mean, I could just draw like pinky fingers and see if that works.
Do both. I mean, it only takes a second.
You and me both, Jeff.
As you all know, sometimes you just got to step away from the table. Center yourself, kind of thing.
Oh, that's good. All right, let's do some introductions, and then we'll get into this and see how it goes. Adam, who are you playing?
Hey, I'm playing Chris, and I'm kind of in charge, I guess, because I'm the oldest, and they're all looking up to me, and like I'm the tallest too, so they look up to me, and like, I play the bass, but I don't just follow the roots. Like, I'm really proud of that. So yeah, it's me. I'm here.
You're here.
Name's Chris.
Name's Chris. Perfect. Okay. Jeff, who are you playing? And how does your character feel about the statement that Chris
Oh my
just
God,
made?
what? I'm not really paying attention. I was trying to get on YouTube and I was looking for my notes, and now you're freaking getting me to do something. Like, come on, like timing. Oh my God. So basically, Chris, when he talks, I don't know what it is. It's like, sometimes there's like frequencies that you just don't hear. And I think that's one of them for me, maybe. I'm not sure. We're like an old married couple. Like, you just can't really hear each other anymore. Maybe that's it. Maybe we've been here longer than we think we have. I don't know. Did you guys hear something?
There was a cat. I heard it.
I heard a cat.
Okay, yeah, it was a cat. Okay.
Yeah, he was
I like
asking me
cats.
to take him outside, but I can't right now for obvious reasons.
Because you're outside of a parent jail. That's it. Oh,
That's the reason.
I should mention, no Dan tonight, so no Gilbert, or today, it's not tonight. No Dan, because he had other things that he had to do, but I did manage to convince him that while he's taking care of these other things, that he is going to bring a broken pool cue and make 2 men named Brian fight to the death for his love.
Because there can only be
There
one.
can only be one. Unless it's spelled different.
Dan knows what Highlander rules, and that just feels right.
Dan 100% exist by Highlander rules.
Wow, Steven. Wow. She doesn't like Harrison Ford, but apparently she likes Christopher Lambert and Highlander. Like, what?
Okay, I love Highlander. I've seen every episode.
Are we friends
I've
again?
seen the movies multiple times, even the second one.
Oh,
Better to burn out than to fade away.
Exactly.
that's it. Steven, how's it going?
Yes, it's going well. How about you?
I'm doing good.
You're looking great today.
Thank
You
you.
got a nice beard going.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You got me in some trouble last night.
Oh, I don't know what I did. I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, buy one, get one free on me showing my feet on stream was not appreciated.
I said you didn't have to show them. I was just appreciating them.
Yeah, but you know that I have to.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Anyway, who you playing?
I'm playing Trent Butler. I'm kind of fat and I'm ashamed of it. So I wear a big hoodie and I just kind of hide in it sometimes when I'm feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, I like to play my Game Boy. I play DuckTales.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Listen, Trent will be ashamed of it until 2020s roll around and SZA releases a song on SNL, then everyone will appreciate it. All right, Maitreyi, the controversial member of the group today.
I'm sorry, I don't like all the American things. I am playing. I'm playing Aakshi, your slightly oversized, very insecure about not being able to read so good lacrosse player, and I'm really excited to get back to this game, as I'm enjoying it a lot. Nice,
very good. And last, but certainly not least, the the center of calm in our group of chaos, Melissa. How's it going?
Doing okay.
What do you got?
So I am playing.
I like Jeff's. Melissa's just behaving, ready to go.
Likely to get just a one-word answer there, which requires a follow-up question. So I am here playing Stacy Robinson. She is a younger member of the group who really just wants to go home. She does like to draw. She was very enamored with New Kids on the Block. I don't know that her pride has come up a whole lot, but her pride is that she's really good at like hearing or listening. So like she always gets song lyrics right.
Nice.
So I have to remember that I hear good.
You hear good. It must be nice. I don't hear so good.
I never ever get song lyrics right. So
okay. Just playing against it. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Inspire the game. Ian, yes, you were reading, and we're proud of you for that. Thank you. Good job. See, I'm being nice to the audience.
Yeah. If you
I'm wondering where
nice,
the words are for nerds check.
Words are for nerds. No, that's the okay check. I can't. Anyway, you're all standing outside of the parent gel. There is still this giant stuffed monstrosity. Do I've got that thing? Where is that thing? Ah, yes, it is called the goat. Standing outside of the door as a guard, who has just put in front of you the task. If you all want into the jail, I need 7 pinkies.
All right, man. We'll be back.
Okay.
Stacy, can you draw this?
I have scissors if you need them.
No, we're good.
So Stacy's going to take out her sketchbook and she's going to kind of hold her hand on it. And so she's going to like trace the outline of her pinky and kind of draw it. And then she's like, yeah, I'll take those scissors. And she'll cut out 7 paper pinkies.
He pulls out this very rusty, large pair of scissors, more so almost shears, and hands them to you. So you draw 7 pink E's.
No, I'm tracing pinkies.
You're tracing pinkies? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I'm tracing my 2 pinkies and then cutting them out.
Okay. Yeah, you cut them out and you hand them over. Well, this absolutely isn't what I intended, but I guess I need to be more specific in future requests. Shit, come on in, kids.
Thank you for taking them.
All right.
And he
Sweet.
stands to the side and gestures at the door. You're good to go in.
Looks like he moved aside and let the man go through. But Chris will walk in.
Okay. Yeah. In you go. So as you move inside, you can see, imagine, like, this is straight up like Chuck E. Cheese gone wrong. And there are adults varying ages just milling around. There's this very loud, repetitive, broken sounding music going on. You can see that most of the games are broken in some way, not working right. Very filthy, dirty carpet, dim lights with these strobing lights all over. You kind of take it all in. You look and you see up on the stage. You can see the band. It's very animatronic band, but things are broken down, worn out, so you can see the robot-esque structure underneath of it. They've all got chains around their waist that are bolted into the stage, keeping them there. You can see there's a food buffet kind of off to one side, and there's the ticket counter, and there's this giant kind of bearish kind of creature standing behind there. Filthy looking suit, dirty stains all over it. And this music, it's just like 10 to 15 seconds, then it repeats, and then it repeats, and then it repeats. Everything in here is just agitation to the senses. It smells, it's filthy, it's greasy. There's a cat. You all take it in, and you can see there's probably like 30 to 40 adults of different ages all throughout here. The younger ones look like maybe early 20s. They very well could be late teens. And the oldest look like they could be like in their 70s or 80s, walking around bent backs, hobbling on, makeshift like canes, almost like the little, like the velvet ropes they used to block off sections, the little brass looking poles that they affix those to. That's what you take in as you freely enter. What do y'all got?
Were we given a description for Gretchen? Because I think that's what we're looking for, right? We're
You are looking for
wife
Gretchen.
of Jamal.
Let me double check my notes, because if I remember correctly, Gretchen, you actually know Gretchen. She is one of your fellow students who was on the bus. So you would know who Gretchen is, yes. You'd be able to recognize her. If you start scanning the area, you see her. She looks like she's maybe late 20s, early 30s. Far older than what she should be. Setting at one of the kind of broken booths, you can see the upholstery on the little benches is ratty, taped together like a spring sticking out, and she's just got like this filthy plate, and she's just kind of like nibbling on pizza crusts. But you can kind of see her off to the side.
I think that's her. I don't know why she's eating a crust, but like, I think that's her. I think that's Gretchen. She's old. Oh my God. Like in her 30s. That's ancient.
How did she get so old already?
I mean, probably eating that food doesn't help. Doesn't look so good for you. Hey, Gretchen.
Her head picks up. She kind of takes in the sights, and she sees you all. Kind of like what you've seen before, where there's not really any like sign of recognition, and she looks in. You can tell she's looking at you very strangely, because very obviously you are all children.
Yeah. Do we know anything about her from, like any way I can relate to her, like we were in a class together, or?
Yeah, absolutely, sure. What was your favorite class that you had with Gretchen?
I mean, it would have been band.
Yeah, she played the drums. So the two of you kind of got to hang out in the back, or kind of, driving parts of some of the pieces. So yeah, the two of you have definitely had plenty of time to be, if not friends, but then on good terms.
Hey, keeping up with your paradiddles?
Paradiddles.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
remember.
right, left, right, left, right, left, left.
Yeah, God, that was ages ago.
Not for me.
Hmm. I didn't realize that you were in the. Did you?
Play bass.
Did you played in the band in Aquaberg?
Yeah, no, not Aquaberg. Like United States, like
I'm not.
like middle school, like a jazz band.
It doesn't sound right.
Yeah, man, we like our favorite one was Keeping Up with the Time.
Oh.
That's when the conductor let us like jam out.
Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You're not old enough.
Well, we're here to take you home. Like,
Jamal sent us.
yeah, you got to try to find your way to the ordinary world.
You've seen Jamal? It's been years. How's he doing?
Misses you.
That's good. I keep wondering if one day he's going to end up here too. And then we'll finally be able to see each other again.
Did you just like grow up one day?
I mean, that's how it works, isn't it?
Well, there's another way to see Jamal.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What's
gotta get
that?
you out of here.
Listen. There's no getting out. There's no getting out. I mean, no. We're here until they've decided that we've been here long enough. And then we'll be free to go and we can, head over to Fireberg.
Isn't Jamal?
How long is
Zuckerberg?
long enough?
It depends. Some people, I mean, I don't know. Some people are here for what seems like a few days. Old Raph over there, he says he's been in here 30, 40 years.
Don't they tell
Wouldn't-
you the rules? Like, aren't there rules for when you leave?
Oh, there's rules for while you're here.
But do they tell you how long you have to be here until you get out so you can count it down?
Yeah, no, you're here until you're ready to not be here and head over to Fireberg.
Well, then just be ready to not be here. Just say, I don't want to be here anymore.
I have definitely tried.
Oh,
I mean, if I wanted to get out of here, I mean, you can't go through the front door because that's where the goat is. The band watches everything. I mean, there's a chance you could get out through the basement and get out through the windows there, but that's where that creature lives. And I don't want to see it again.
Maybe if we take care of the creature while she's still hanging tough.
And what's that creature?
It's scary. It's huge, sharp teeth, claws, strange markings and colorings all over it. Terrifying. It's not like the other ones, like the goats, where they're mostly people.
What are the rules for while you're here?
While we're here, as long as we stay in here, I mean, just don't cause trouble for the guards. It's easy
Hey,
enough.
start-
Give you pizza?
There's food that's free. It's not good. There's pizza. It's not good.
Start
Three
looking-
hots and a cot.
Start looking up. Is this the only story? Like, are there multiple?
It is the
stories?
only story. You look
Okay.
up and you can see it's got the that drop ceiling with the big tiles. They're all painted black to kind of disguise the height of the ceiling, make it look a little bigger than what it is. You can see there's cam lights here and there. Some of them are kind of like dropped out. You see like filthy like water and mold stains all over these tiles. But as you kind of take it in, looking specifically for signs of a second story, there is not one. You're kind of looking in, you can see kind of back behind like the food bar, the buffet. You can see there is a set of like those double swinging doors that you would see like going into a kitchen. Back kind of towards the back, you can see the two restrooms. And a little far off of that, there is a regular looking door that says "Do not enter, employees only." There's the front entrance. And then, yeah, looking kind of around again, you can see like off to this side of the stage, kind of like hidden in a little alcove, there's another door. Another "Do not enter, employees only."
Wonder if we can pull in aliens. You like aliens, Trent?
No, I've never met one.
No, the movie.
Oh, I don't watch scary movies.
Oh, that one's not scary. The first one is. The second one's an action movie. But anyways, like they were up through the ceiling tiles crawling around.
I don't think I could reach up there.
Oh, bummer.
So she mentioned that there's a band that's always watching.
You can see, and it's on the kind of the stage off to one side. There is that band up there, kind of broken down instruments, just playing the same 10 to 15 seconds worth of music and then starting over. It's played very poorly, and you can see that they've got like some chains wrapped around it. The other ends of the chains are bolted to the ground or to the floor of the stage. So there's a band. 5 of them up there playing various instruments.
I want to go get some pizza.
Sure, yeah. You head over to the buffet. As you're kind of like walking down looking for the pizza, you go past like the salad section. All the salads really limp and slimy looking. There's like some like the little oranges in there that got like a scum floating on the top of it. Some cottage cheese with some spots of green here and there. A few hot veggies that they could be edible, like some green beans and some corn. But eventually you get to the pizza and it is just like 3 or 4 different kinds. One of the pizzas has just like, all of them look extremely greasy, floppy. One of them's just got some pineapple on it. The other one looks like it's got some sardines, and the last one's got black olives.
Going black olives all the way.
Okay. Yeah, you go and you grab a plate and you grab a slice of this black olive pizza. And it's like as you pick it up, like it's so like maybe it's not baked all the way through, but the toppings just slide off.
I grab another slice and just keep sliding the toppings off, and then I go grab a fork.
Okay, yeah. You eventually make your way through that. You've got a topping or a plate of cheese, sauce, and black olives. You grab a fork. It takes you a few minutes until you find a fork that doesn't have a lot of like crud just baked onto it. It's so greasy. It's so greasy, and those olives are extremely bitter. But I mean, you can eat it. You're not gonna probably get like sick from it, but you might not feel too great after. But yeah.
We haven't eaten in a while, so I'm going to have some food.
Sure.
I'll sit down next to Gretchen and start going.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, she mentioned Raph's been here 30 or 40 years.
Yeah, and she pointed out
Looking
this.
over at. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you see this old man, one of the ones using those makeshift canes, just hobbling around, looking at the different kind of like games, and like, you know, he'll bang on this one or bang on that one with this little makeshift cane. Yeah, you can see him.
Say to Chris, like, do you think maybe you should go talk to the band and go talk to that old guy over there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Hey, Stacy, you want to come with me? They look guys like people who look at their granddaughters. I don't think I look like his granddaughter.
Sure, I'll come.
Sure, yeah. You all head over. You're going up to Raph, the old man, and as you approach, oh, you're new. Hi. How's it going? It's great to see you all. You're awfully young.
You're Raph?
Yeah.
Mr. Raph?
Oh, yeah, it's short for Raphael. But, you know, I'm a big Ninja Turtle fan, too, so I like to shorten it.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Very
Oh,
cool.
yeah, my friend Trent, too.
Nice. I like it. Raphael's my favorite. It's my namesake. What's yours?
Michelangelo.
Mikey's good. I like him. Very fun. He's the party dude.
Yeah. What are you, Stacy?
I don't think I've seen that show.
Oh, you're missing out. You should check it out. I had some VHS tapes that I got from the Burger King. Used to watch them all the time.
So not an Aquaberg.
Oh no.
From like Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay. We're from Michigan.
Oh, Detroit.
Yeah. I'm from Detroit.
Nice.
Because my ear doesn't know anywhere else.
That's why I said Detroit.
Thank you.
I think we said Kalamazoo.
That's where you're from, not him.
I thought that's where the school was.
Who knows? I've slept since then.
Nobody
Yeah.
else here remembers anything from before being here.
Oh yeah, most of them don't. There's only a few of us that wake up on the beach and remember things.
How come you do?
I
We
don't
all
know.
do.
I don't know.
I'm gonna sit down real heavily across. How'd you get in here? How did you end up here?
Oh, I've
And you've been here for like 30 years?
He's like 40.
That's a long time.
Well, I wasn't always this old too.
Did you get old like
Oh,
in
yeah.
a day?
Oh, and not quite a day. So there was a long time where, you know, I was my regular age. And then, you know, I got a little older. And then one day, you know, I was having some trouble keeping my job because I didn't want to do it anymore. And I started worrying about money. And then the next thing you know, I'm an adult. I got thrown here. Here I am. And they don't let me go.
I'm trying to get that Gretchen out.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
can
yeah.
we go from like the basement or
Oh, so I've had
you should come
time.
if we're gonna get Gretchen out.
I'll come with you. I will. I got to get out of here. But I'll tell you what. If you want to get out, first thing you got to do is come up with a distraction. You got to get the bear and the band and the goat. They can't be, keep them off guard. But then when you get down to the basement, there's windows down there. I've seen them before. That's also where the creature lives. You gotta sneak past it. You can get out one of the windows. I tried once. They bit my leg, so I gotta have this cane here now. Yeah. So what do you say?
Steven, Stacy, or Steven and Mills. I'm more or less had the questions. I don't know if you guys have any.
So you were like our age, and then
Yeah.
you started worrying about things like a grown up, and then you got old.
Yeah. That's the only way it happens. It's a state of mind.
It's sort of like the thing though, where they say like, don't think about the white bear, and then that's all you can think about is the white bear.
Oh, great. Now I'm thinking about the white bear.
I know.
What is the white
That's
bear?
the
Like the
hard
Coca-Cola
thing.
bears?
Yeah. It's just like those. So we've got to see. And she's kind of looking around to like everybody and be like, that's what I always tell you. It's not such a big thing to get older. It's okay to be a kid. It's okay to like kid stuff.
Right? I wish I was a kid again. Maybe that's why they won't let me go.
Stacy's going to go over to Tiffany.
Tiffany is not with you all. Tiffany has been scoping out the employee only doors, listening in, trying to peek in, stuff like that.
Oh,
Since no one wanted to invite Tiffany to come along with you, so she went off by herself.
Oh God. Yeah. So you're kind of so you said you're sneaking around to look at these, or are you just trying to
I
be
mean, I'm
nonchalant?
gonna start at first just being pretty cool, just kind of like hanging out, like
Sure.
leaning against the wall, listening really carefully, maybe like casually, like leaning my ear against it just to see if I can get some, see if I can hear what's going on and see like the reaction of people when I get like super close and start messing with it.
Yeah. So as you're kind of moving around, super cash, taking the sights in, are you wanting to check out the employee only door by the stage or by the restrooms by the in the back?
Which one is more visually obscured? Because I
One
know
by the
like
stage.
there's then I'll start with that one. So that one might be more
Yeah.
capable.
Yeah, you can easily, and it's kind of in this little alcove. They're trying to kind of like hide it from people who might be watching the performers on this stage. So you can very easily move back there. You take a listen. You don't hear anything, like nothing at all. If you kind of look around, make sure no one's peeking, you can crack it open, and it's a very, very kind of humid, musty smelling room. But as you kind of look in, you can see there's a light switch a little ways inside the door. Other than that, it's dark in this room. Would you hit the light switch?
I would, if I can, I would try to slip inside.
Not a
Close the
problem.
door.
Yeah.
Flip the switch on.
Yeah, you move in, you flip the switch, and it is sleeping quarters. There's these very large, wide cots with these filthy, ratty blankets. You can see there's another door that kind of leads up, like probably behind like the back curtain on the stage. And the bottom of the door has been cut out 3 or 4 inches, just right along the bottom. Just putting it together, you can see there's like drag marks or whatnot, like the paint and the flooring is worn. You're guessing that maybe the musicians, this is where they live, and they just don't ever take those chains off. And so the door's been modified so the chains can tuck underneath while they come back here. There's some few other broken instruments here and there, like, old banjos, guitars, broken drumsticks, stuff along those lines. But you also kind of, while you're looking around in here, you can see that there's filthy plates, but there's also like a bunch of empty, like, alcohol bottles. The majority of them are empty. There's some that are broken, so you kind of got to be careful moving around back here. But you can see there's 3 or 4 that are couple of them are partially drunk. The other ones haven't been opened yet. And it's just very cheap looking, super Russian themed bottles of vodka.
So, I mean, if it's vodka, so is it Molotovable?
Yes.
So I think Tiffany wants to try to set the curtain on the stage on fire with them.
Sure.
If I could give that a go. Like there's a lot of different debris I might be able to, shimmy together, get a little thing going.
Super easy to do. So questions I have to kind of make sure I'm understanding what you're going for. There's the gap, 3 or 4 inches at the bottom of the door. You could set the fire through there because you can see like the bottom of the curtain. You could kind of like pull it back and like start your fire there. Or there's the curtain in front of the door. You could theoretically open the door and it would still be obscured by the curtain, giving you more curtain area access. There's greasy sheets. There's, crumpled up, dirty napkins, plenty of kindling for a fire. If I remember correctly, don't you have a lighter?
Do I? I don't
remember.
What I have. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know I've got my...
Chris has one, I think.
What's that?
I think Chris has one.
Oh.
Yeah, my iconic item is just a diary, I think.
Okay. So you've got plenty of fuel. You've got plenty of like kindling and things to give to the fire. Starting the fire, totally you can do it. I would just kind of need to know how Tiffany's going to try and start this fire without...
So there's enough wood and stuff back here, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'll try to do like the movie thing of rubbing sticks together and see if they can do it.
And we're headed to camp.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I do want to roll. You're going to succeed on this. I just kind of want to see how long it's going to take you to succeed on this. This will be a... Good. I feel like this should be a mind test of some form.
Okay. Comprehend, maybe?
Sure, we can go with that. Knowing the tricks, remembering your training. Yeah. I like that.
All right, I can do this. I got this.
You got this.
I don't have this. I will let's see. I will do...
You can push.
I'll do like injured. I'll push and I'll take
yeah.
an injured. I'll say like I cut myself or something on one of these.
Like one of those sticks you're using snaps and kind of like
just
gouges. Yeah, the palm
You
of
have
your
a
hand or
splinter.
something. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you go ahead and you can push.
Still
no.
failed.
It's going to take
God.
you like 20 to 30 minutes to get this done. Like maybe you're like going and it did start, you hurt yourself. You're like, crap, I need to jump start this. So maybe you put a little bit of vodka on the wood, but it just makes it wet. And then you got to reapproach a little bit, but you'll get there. Luckily, no one seems to really be the musicians. You can hear them playing. You can kind of sort of hear the rest of the people out there talking.
And like my group doesn't really like me, so like they probably don't even notice I'm gone. So there's that.
It could be.
Yeah.
So after you start this fire, let me kind of phrase this so then we can backtrack to how the rest of the party is going to react to how this fire's all of a sudden starts up. So eventually you get some wood going, you get some stuff thrown on it. What are you lighting on fire? What are you doing? Just the cots inside or the curtains?
I'm going to do anything that is fabric. So sheets, the stage curtain, everything.
Yeah. And after you set the fire, what's your plan? Are you just going to try and slip back out?
I'm going to try to slip back out before it like fully takes, like,
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah. So those of you talking to Ralph, he's kind of going over this. He's kind of giving you like some ideas, like if you want to escape, here's what you can do. There's what you can do. What do you got?
Chris didn't go to Ralph. He went over to where the band was.
Oh, okay.
So there may have been a few seconds before something happens.
Yeah. So yeah, you're up there watching the band. You don't notice Tiffany sneaking off. You're kind of paying attention to the band. They are.
At least
You don't
she's
know
not bullying me.
You don't know if the band just sucks on their own or if it's just because their instruments are broken as shit. Like their little guitar players just got like one string left on it. Everything's in terrible condition. You can see and you're watching and they almost seem uncomfortable that you're kind of there next to the stage.
Hey.
What do you want, kid?
If the presidents of the United States of America can play a one-string bass guitar, I think you can too. You got this.
Thanks. As they continue playing their little 15-second loop of sound.
Hey, how long you been here?
We were here when this place first opened. We're some of the originals.
Oh, all right. So are you here because you want to be? You're like trying to get discovered, or
Nope.
you do? So you have to be here.
See the chains, kid? People who want to be somewhere aren't chained up there.
Oh yeah. What are you named, Alice?
No.
Oh, is your band named Alice? Because then you'd be Alice in Chains.
That's a terrible band name.
Oh. Well, huh. Anyways.
Jeff's having such a bad night. Bad day.
Oh no, if you don't hurry, you're gonna be the man in the box. As
I don't know what you're getting at, kid.
I point at the fire.
So you will, and I'll say you're close enough to the stage. You're going to smell it before you notice anything.
Okay.
And like you're there, you're kind of talking to these musicians. They don't want to be there. You can tell they're very unenthusiastic. And they keep trying to ignore you between your questions. But you're persistent enough that they're giving you these short answers. But eventually you kind of start smelling that light, smoky tinge, and it gets kind of like bitter in the nose, like, you know, shit's burning that shouldn't be burning. And then eventually she's being very sneaky. You see Tiffany kind of slide out of this little alcove back around the side of the stage.
Whoa.
And Tiffany, you kind of, I would presume, just trying to like start playing it cool, merge into the crowd or something like that. What you playing one? Yeah.
I'm just gonna start. I got like my hand like underneath like my armpit, so it's like I'm hiding the wound, and I'm just sort of like wandering over, you know, just sort of swaying in the music, and then kind of working my way, you know, carefully over towards the other and, you know, employees only door.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as you're watching, Chris, like you see Tiffany kind of slip out, kind of like nonchalantly moves her way through the crowd towards the back door. You can see your other three friends still talking with Ralph, deep in this conversation about possible plans, how he ended up here, how long he's been here. Ends up that Ralph first got lost in these lands, probably like, he says like late 90s.
Oh man. Late 90s?
Yeah, as you're kind of you hear that listening into the others as he's telling the other three, he's like, yeah, late 90s. I was born in 1992.
So just as a meta reminder, our time frame for this game is late 80s, early 90s. Early 90s, thank you.
Early to mid 90s. So you all would be, you know, kids born in the 80s.
Okay, got it. Thank you. That's what I thought. All right, thanks.
Yeah.
What year do you think it is, Ralph?
Let's see. By my calculations, how long I've been here, I mean, it's got to be at least, to that and then to that. I don't know, 2030s, 2040s. I'm really excited to see what they did with the, later edition Sega Genesis.
I look over and Trent, like, what? Do you know what a Sega Genesis is?
I'm trying to figure out when the Genesis came out.
We gotta Google it.
It definitely was out. But
It was out.
Yeah,
It was out in
we
92,
knew of it.
for
Yes.
sure.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still a relatively new console for all of you.
Yeah, my friend has a Sega.
Nice.
I don't know what. I haven't heard of a later edition. I just know of the one.
Okay. I mean, there was the
I think I'm older than you.
kid. Maybe, I don't know. I got a
Yeah,
lot
that was-
more wrinkles.
Dude, I was born 1979.
Are you that old?
Yeah, he's 14.
Oh shit. 79. God, that's like when my parents were born.
I mean, it's possible. Like, a dad's
my
16
dad?
years older than me. No, it's not. That's not possible.
Well, I knew time worked really weird here, so
Hey, do you know Frank Aquas or any?
oh yeah. I don't know him, but I know of him.
What do you know of him? Because we found his car.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. So yeah, let's see what I got in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have registration 1968.
Yeah, no,
Frank
he's the one who
Aquas.
started Aquaberg. Yeah, him and his daughter,
This is his daughter.
Mary.
Huh.
That was a long time ago, before I got here. Super long time ago. But yeah,
All right, Ralph, you gotta come with us, man.
Sure.
Like this is very weird.
sure.
I'll be honest, I thought this was gonna be harder.
What's your friend doing back there? And he nods towards the one. It's like, is she checking out the basement? Looking at you, Tiffany, as you kind of moved back towards the basement door by the restrooms. The carpet is very soggy over here.
AC had kind of
Carpeted bathrooms.
started to look around, and so you're just, like Tiffany seems like she was trying to kind of be kind of sneaky, and you're just gonna hear like Stacy's voice just come up behind and be like, "Tiffany, there you are."
Hi, Stacy. Shh, keep your voice down. I'm on a mission.
What are you doing?
Distraction. I was at the stage on fire.
I was just gonna say, oh,
And you all can smell
Oh.
it. Heavy scent of smoke in the air. As like Tiffany, as you kind of like point over to the stage for Stacy to see.
With a bloody hand.
Yeah. As you see, there's now smoke kind of billowing out from behind the carpet. One of the musicians kind of turns, fire, fire. And the four musicians on stage all try to run off, but they're chained. So they like leap off of the stage, and it just like a dog hitting the end of a leash, just kind of like rebounds them
shit.
back towards the stage as they kind of like crash into the ground. Pandemonium starts breaking out as you can see the bear behind the ticket counter, and then all of a sudden this big greasy looking rat mascot with like this filthy like kitchen apron comes out from behind the buffet, from the kitchen door back there. They're scrambling around trying to look for like fire extinguisher, something, that's what you would presume, but looking for something. The goat comes running in. just chaos. People, adults running around. Tiffany, Stacy, yeah.
So Tiffany wants to like try to get Chris's attention and like do like get Gretchen and go. Because like if the goat's here, then there's no one up front.
Right.
All right. So Chris will go over to Gretchen
Sure.
and say, "Come with me if you want to live."
Shit. All right, kid.
I'm going over to Ralph and pulling him along too, but maybe saying something less epic.
Okay. So Ralph and Gretchen are now on the way to rescue Trent. What are you doing? Are you following?
I see the
Aakshi?
fire. I
Yeah.
see everyone rushing to it, and I kind of panic a little bit.
Okay.
Tiffany mouths to Chris to go get Gretchen. Aakshi goes up to Raphael and says "Cowabunga, dude." And I'm just gonna follow along, I guess. Go with the crowd.
Sure. So yeah, all this starts happening. Stacy and Tiffany.
Stacy's just sort of tugging at the back of Tiffany's shirt, like, we should go.
Right. One second. And then then I was like just act crazy. Ready? It's really fun. Watch. Oh my God.
And she just starts acting like nuts and stuff, trying to exacerbate the chaos.
Yeah.
And then bolts.
Stacy
Grabs Stacy's hand with like her bloody hand, grabs Stacy's hand, and does the whole run, like the run, whole, the most inefficient thing ever.
And Stacy just sort of looks at Tiffany for a second, and then she just sort of goes like arms all flailing around, like she's being pulled.
Stacy, you're kind of the last one by this back door. Is now Tiffany's dragging you. Everyone is now heading towards the exit. The goat catches on that people are trying to escape as well and is trying to like block people from getting through. But before we deal with that, Stacy, you're kind of like the last. As all of a sudden you see that door down to what we're presuming is the basement, that employee only door that Tiffany was sneaking up to. It just buckles and is just like something hits it and the door goes breaking out. As you see this large, terrifying looking creature come stalking out. Yeah, that's right, Steven.
You can't prep a monster and not bring it in.
You know what's great? I didn't even prep the
yeah.
monster. As you see,
Oh my goodness.
It's adorable.
Oh, that's my toy.
and it locks eyes with you, Stacy, as Tiffany's dragging you towards the door.
No.
So those of you who are running towards the door, the goat is now trying to run interference. Do you all have a plan on how to handle this?
I'm running, and I'm probably like towards the middle of the group.
Yeah.
Because Aakshi and Chris were much more actionable than I was. And I'm going to see the goat
sorry.
going. What?
Never mind. I was speaking out of place.
And I'm going to use my pride.
Okay.
I help other people.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to just, I'm getting angry at this point. I was panicking and it just turns to like anger.
Yeah.
And I just body slam the goat. I just shoulder right into him.
I like it. So, goodness gracious, it's been long enough that the rules have gone foggy. Do we get a bonus for using a pride? Jeff, do you know that?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But I agree with the first part of your statement.
Let me find my Tales from the Loop book.
I think isn't this like the system right in here too?
Once per mystery, you may check your pride to get one automatic success and a die roll.
Ooh.
Good
Beautiful.
job for finding that.
So I think I still roll and I get an automatic success. Is that how that works?
Go ahead and roll. You're going to get this success no matter what.
Are you going to say that this is body force?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So you failed.
That's
the
good. It
roll.
would have been a failure
Yeah,
otherwise.
you failed the roll, but it's a good thing you're checking your pride. All of a sudden, like you feel it, like something in like the back of your head just snaps. Like there's this pop in your ears, and usually where there's this fear and indecision, it's gone. Like your friends are in danger. You kind of like squat down, lower your center of gravity a little bit, and you just charge in and just kind of up and into this goat a little bit, and just this strength you didn't know you have. This goat's just up in the air a few feet and then just tumbles over itself. And now all these other adults are just trampling, leaping over this goat as you all have this free access to the doors. Everyone's running out. You all can escape. Stacy, you're watching as this creature by the back is just eyeballing you, slowly walking towards you as Tiffany's dragging you towards the door. Smoke is now filling the area. It's, you can see it hanging in the air. It's burning your nose and your eyes. The band members you can see over there are struggling against their chains, trying to pull themselves free. As you all exit in this group of adults. Now what?
Is there anything to bolt the door behind us? Sorry, Stu.
No, you're fine.
You can throw the door shut. It's got a lock on it, but it's kind of one of those, standard deadbolts. It can unlock from the outside. It's this like big, like fancy double door. It's got the bright 80s, 70s kind of like colors and decor on it. And it's got the two, like the loop kind of handles. I don't know how to describe it.
Like the door knocker.
Not quite door knocker. I'm not sure what it is, but where it's like a door and then there's like the handle that you grab onto to pull it like that. You could certainly, if you wanted to, and you are kind of in this large garden-y area, certainly you could find something to stuff between those.
I am going to do that to buy my friends some time to fucking book it.
Sure, yeah.
Stacy's just going to be like hyperventilating, like a little bit behind Tiffany. She's just like, it was really big, and it broke the door, and it's like the toy that I have. It's all pretty colors, but it's really scary and it's really big, and I don't know if the door's going to hold it in, and it was looking right at me, and it was really scary. And she's like,
and we're running away, so it's okay. Just keep running. Yeah, that's running. Right.
Okay.
Keep talking. Keep talking. Sure.
Group of all the other adults. Raph is going along with all of you. You've got Gretchen. Aakshi, you hang back and you find like a big like chunk of wood or plank, and you just stuff it in there. You're wiggling it, and as you're kind of getting in place, all of a sudden there's something heavy hits the other side of the door. It doesn't come through. It's fine there, and then there's all of a sudden you can see like claws like kind of break through the wood and rack down, and you can see this monster. Its big eye staring through this crack at you, and in this low grumble, Stacy. And what do you do? Aakshi, what do you do? Do you run?
I'm going to use my hockey stick and try to blind it.
You grab your stick, you shove it into one of the cracks it just put there. Give me a force test.
All right. Use item, hockey stick.
Yeah.
One success.
Jab it in, and you hear this yelp in pain as it disappears, leaving you free to turn and run if you want to. You don't have to, but do you? Yeah.
Yes.
Eventually,
hurry.
you all
run.
Yeah, you all catch up. You make it to the boundary, the hedgerows here, as you're standing there with Raph and with Gretchen. You can see all the other adults are pushed through the rows already. They're gone. What do you want to do?
All right, we getting out of here?
Trent has been running and huffing and puffing. He catches up with the group, and you can see that his face is just green, and like the shock of what he did is scaring him. And he just turns over to a bush, and just all of that pizza toppings comes right out.
So greasy. Yeah.
Breathe, man. Breathe. You got this. Good job, buddy.
Very impressive. Very heroic. So, change your type to troublemaker.
Yeah, popular kid now. I feel like Tiffany might be more of a troublemaker at this point.
You just arsoned. I love it.
Love it.
Man, if you want to make an omelet, you need like heat or something. I don't know the phrase.
All right. So, yeah. Good job, everyone. High fives all around.
We should keep running, right? It's still
Yes.
it's still chasing us, right?
We should keep going. We should keep going.
Yeah. So you
we head through the hedgerows, I guess.
You push through the hedgerows.
Get back to Jamal, because that was the...
Yeah. Let me see here. Where are you at? Okay. You push through the hedgerows. Maybe your thoughts were a little more scattered than what you were expecting. But you don't find yourself back in that huge opening with the tree and the rock of warning where you were expecting to find Jamal. You find yourself in a very peaceful looking meadow.
All right.
Just a second here.
We did it. Good job on that distraction there, Tiffany.
What?
Good job on that distraction there, Tiffany.
Tiffany is going to genuinely look a little bashful at receiving an actual compliment.
Thank you.
And is very confused at that. And is going to be, thank you. And then she kind of like, fixes her hair. And then she gets a little blood in her hair as her.
What happened to your
it's
hand?
just pouring down. It's
What did you do?
Everywhere.
I had an accident. I needed to it's not important. I'm fine. It's okay. I've had worse. It's fine.
And so Stacy doesn't really know what to do, so she takes a piece of paper from the back of her drawing pad, and she just pushes it up against
I think Aakshi's got some semblance of basic first aid from sports injuries and shit. So she'll make a little tourniquet or something to
Oh, actually, that's so much better. This is all I had.
No, that's great. That's great.
Stacy's gonna pull the piece of paper away, and you just sort of see her just sort of looking at the blood splotch and what it did on the piece of paper, and she's sort of and she sort of puts it back in her drawing pad and puts it in her bag.
Right, Tiffany, you guys were really incredible.
My mom's a nurse.
Thank you.
So I'll tell you this. If you want to patch Tiffany up, I'm not removing the thing yet, but you can certainly stop the bleeding, keep it from... you'll have to either spend some time or we'll have to find a way to make a scene where you can get that patched up. But you find yourselves in this large, very peaceful looking, rolling meadow. It's warm. There's birds in the air. All these this tall grass with these flowers. You can see butterflies floating between it. But in the center of this meadow, it's think very Stonehenge looking, just this stone doorway with this big slab of a stone door with this brass doorknob on it. just in the middle of this meadow.
All right. So this is where we needed to be.
Stacy's going to look over to Gretchen. And did you think about this place? Because we were trying to take you back to Jamal, and this isn't where he is.
Yeah, this is not where I wanted to go either. I wanted to go to where Jamal is, but this is not a great place to be either.
Ralph, you have any idea what this is?
Yeah, it's the door.
The door.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the door, Ralph?
What's that?
And where does it go?
Where does it go?
Oh, nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. But there's rumors about it and stuff. Sometimes it says if you knock 3 times, something good will happen. But there's also people that says if you knock 3 times, something bad will happen. Yeah.
Wait, is it Ralph?
Yeah.
I think it's Raph, but I just keep Raph is. It's not a name you say often, so I keep fucking it up too.
Oh, hey, Ralph. Name's Chris.
Hey, how's it going?
That's my favorite turtle.
See, I like it because he and I are named, but he doesn't take anything off anyone. I like it.
Yeah. Splinter was right in giving him size. That way, you can't actually stab somebody, and he's got to focus on disarming people instead. It's like that whole lesson.
Oh, I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
It works that way with all of them. I just I know Raph.
Yeah. Anyway, if y'all want to knock on the door, something good might happen, or something bad might happen.
Definitely knock on the door.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
You start walking up towards the door, but before you even close the entire way, you see a kid stand up in the grass next to the door. Oh, I didn't hear you.
A familiar kid?
No.
Don't worry, we didn't hear you either.
Oh, probably not. I was taking a nap.
All right. Well, nice to hear you.
Yeah. Are you here to knock on the door?
Yeah.
What happens if we knock on the door?
Well, the first time I knocked on the door, when I got home, I had a new job waiting for me, which was really nice. It was pretty cool. So then I came and I knocked again and nothing happened. And then I knocked again and nothing happened. Then I knocked again and nothing happened. And then I knocked again and the stone lady came out and she changed me.
Changed you into what?
This.
What
were you before? Jinx.
I was me, just I didn't look like this. I'm Franklin, by the way. Yeah. She gave me a different body.
Oh, maybe we can get her to make Gretchen young again.
Sure. I mean, if you want to try. What are you doing, kid?
He points to Aakshi.
Actually go to the door. And unless someone stops her, it's going to knock 3 times.
You knock on the door
On the
3
ceiling
times.
if you want me.
I love that song. Twice on the pipe of the answers.
door swings open, and looking through it, it's just you're looking into the void. Just blackness, inky blackness. But as you're just kind of standing there looking, after a few seconds, like you start, like your eyes maybe adjust a little, you start seeing, and you see that there's someone walking through the darkness towards you.
I'm gonna stage whisper to the camera. There's someone coming.
Who are you whispering to?
I'm like letting everybody behind me know.
Okay. Yeah. You all
Who
look-
is it?
Really loud and just obnoxious.
And eventually you can't, like, it doesn't look familiar. It becomes slowly more and more clear. As then before you, there's this woman standing there, like very like, think like flowing like Roman style, like robes and scarves all over her. But her head is made of stone. And as you actually look at her, you can see that she's got 3 faces, like one on the front, one off to the side, one off to the side, as she kind of moves up and kind of looks around at all of you. And Franklin's just like, well, that's new.
That's not your stone lady?
What's that?
That's not your stone lady?
No, it's not. The one I saw looked a lot friendlier. As this lady with this stone head is just standing there staring at you all.
Chris like kind of pats Aakshi's shoulder and he's like kind of hitting her and pointing at himself.
Oh shit, because it was Jinx. Goddamn, I'm like, why isn't Adam talking? Get it now. I get it. I'm on board. God damn it.
See, my rules for drinks are just that you owe me a Coke. So my rules are far less rigid and unflinching.
Well, it's pinch poke. You owe me a Coke because I don't believe in jinx.
Okay.
But if you're the one that's jinxed and you do believe in it, you can't talk.
Oh, see, mine is Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I learned
Maitreyi's just been slandering America all day.
all day.
Oh no. My wife actually is the same as Aakshi. She's from, Kansas. So, I mean, it's just different among different group kids. So, yeah. But no, Chris is just, lightly punching Aakshi on the shoulder.
Oh, no, you can get out of Jinx, man. That's okay.
Like, Chris is looking very serious, and he keeps pointing to himself and making that.
What are American rules for Jinx to get Chris out of Jinx?
He points
have
at
to
you.
say his name
Oh, Chris. Chris.
one more time.
Oh God,
Chris.
man! Ugh. So what are we doing?
This stone lady
gotta figure out
standing
the
in the
stone
door.
lady.
Yeah,
Staring
she's
at
beating.
all of you.
Say hi to her. Hello? Like from the back, like super.
Hi.
There's no
Are you the
response.
stone lady?
Who
As you kind
changes
of
people?
lean out to yell, "Are you the stone lady?" She kind of like shifts over, kind of looks at you there, Tiffany. As she starts turning her head side to side and pointing at different places on her head.
Oh man, I don't know your name.
As probably Aakshi, you're up close. You can see the places where she's pointing. There's like broken chunks, little bits. As you realize those would probably line up where her 6 ears would be.
Can I go and collect them fairly easily?
as she points to her missing ears again. Kind of gives a shrug.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Sorry.
Stacy, can you get your paper out? Maybe we have to write. Maybe she just can't hear us. Like maybe write a message to her.
Okay. And Stacy's like excited to be helpful. And so she like pulls out like the drawing pad and and she'll look at Tiffany like I gave her one of my pencils.
Maybe we should ask her something first.
Say hi and introduce us or something.
Ask her where her ears
Stacy's
are.
taking a little extra time to make like this very like colorful like hi.
Curly, high, yeah.
Yeah.
Little heart over the eye.
Illuminated
Exactly.
manuscript.
Depth and shine and everything.
You can actually see as you do that, and you hold it up to her, she actually on the stone face that's facing you, just the ever so slightest like upturn, like a very gentle smile, and she gives you a very small but very polite looking bow towards you, Stacy.
Stacy's just gonna like smile and wave vigorously.
Still same smile, that nod again, and she points at her ears again.
All right, like, is it all right if I see that pad, or can you just write, are your ears somewhere to be found?
And Stacy's gonna write, "Where are your ears?" ?
She's gonna kind of like kneel down a little bit, so she's a little closer to like Stacy's eye level. And she holds a hand out, kind of like towards your pencil.
And Stacy's like eyes will light up and she'll like look for like the right like green that goes
Nice.
with like the kind of like the coloring of the stone lady, and she'll like nod her head when she picks that one, and she'll like hand the
Stone
green
Lady picks
colored
up
pencil
what
over.
you're putting down. She like kind of takes it, kind of holds it up in the light, examines it for a few seconds, gives you another like very nice like little smile and bow, and she actually kind of like holds it up like next to some of her other green parts. But then she reaches out, she writes on her pad this very, very refined, very beautiful looking cursive. Stolen by teenagers. Help me so I can help you.
Ask her where the teenagers are. I didn't even know there were teenagers here. I thought it was just kids and adults. There's teenagers?
And she, after she writes it, she very, very elegantly hands the pencil back to you, Stacy.
And so Stacy's gonna look down at what she's wearing, and so she's gonna grab like a pencil that like matches what she's wearing,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's gonna write which teenagers ?
And
And then follow that up with like, what did they look like ?
How would she respond to this? You asked which teenagers, what did she look like?
What did they look like?
So she kind of like, she takes the pencil back that you had, and she kind of gestures to actually like for you to hand her the pad.
I give it to her.
And with that, she
Steals
still
it, runs away.
back through the door.
Suckers.
She's still kind of kneeling down. She uses her knee kind of to rest. And she writes a little more. She's just like, which teenagers? I do not know. They are new to these lands. I do not know where they went. I can still hear them. What did they look like? They were wearing very odd clothing with many holes in it. Dark spikes and jagged points. They looked very unfriendly.
Goths.
Well, I mean,
And
oh
she hands
gosh,
it back.
oh my god, where did I go?
Oh
I was
my
gonna
gosh.
say, could be punks too. You know, like spikes and holes in clothes and stuff. It's not just like black. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, could be a goth punk. Oh gosh.
Yeah, maybe their destination's unknown.
I know that's
So
a
Stacy's-
reference. I do.
Ruby's house.
Oh, okay.
Stacy's gonna take the pad back, and she's just gonna do kind of like a drawing of just like clothes, like you would just draw out
Mhm.
like shorts. And so she's gonna kind of like get everybody's input about like what she should draw and like what color they should be and like what they should look like, and try to do like one punk, one goth like outfit.
Okay.
Like a
Scare what she
band.
hears too. Like if she like hears anything like sirens or sounds or water or something like that. Something that might narrow down where they're at.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's two outfits. There's like a goth outfit and a punk outfit with like band shirts and like holy jeans and
Yeah.
like little like spiky like bracelet stuff.
Sure.
And then she'll ask like what else. she
Chris
hears.
gets really into the band logos. He's like, no, you got to draw it this way. Like the N is backwards.
And Stacy will just like hand them look over and finish the t-shirts. And she'll write out the other questions. Any other questions that we want to ask her?
How will you help us after we help you?
Ooh, good question, Aakshi. And she'll write that down too.
Okay. Sure. So let me go through this. So you draw the punk and the goth clothing. She will circle the punk clothing.
Ooh.
The next one you ask.
I
what is
propose
she
then that the rest of the game is us looking for Rancid because I'm here for that.
If we do, we'll journey to the end.
Amazing.
It hurts so much.
So the next question was like, what else does she hear?
Yeah. Angry music, yelling, arguing, running water, sound of heavy footsteps on wood. And what was our final question?
What will you do for us when we get these for you? I think that was Akshi's question.
Yeah. How do you propose to help us?
She'll write down two answers. I can turn Gretchen back to her true age, and I will be able to give Franklin his original body back.
Was one of them wearing like a black coat, white shoes, black hat? Did they go off in a Cadillac?
I'm so glad she can't hear. I don't have to answer that.
She can hear that. That's true.
Chuck is building NPCs to deal with Adam.
Yeah. So that's what she gives for her
Right.
answers.
We should go give him the boot, the radicals.
She can't help us, but she can help our friends. And if we help our friends, that gets us closer to home, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And Stacy will just sort of not have any more questions, but sort of gesture back for her to keep the green colored pencil if she wants it.
It goes from a very like refined slight to like an actual smile As she reaches out of the doorway, puts a hand on your shoulder and gives you a deep nod. And then she stands up and backs slowly in through the door, and the door slides shut.
She seemed nice. She can help us, and we can help her.
I would like to point out, and I don't think I made it clear enough, you do not recognize Franklin, but there was a kid on your bus named Franklin.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. So
we got to go find some punk kids.
Somewhere where there's running water. And we can probably hear their music from far away.
I mean, if we just go through the hedgerows, won't it just take us there then? Maybe? I don't know.
If we all
Well,
think about somewhere with running water and the music, it should.
if we
I
could,
don't think we have
wait.
control, remember? We just go in and it takes us where we're supposed to be.
Right. It feels better if I feel like we can control it a little bit. But you're right.
Unless we
Yeah.
go in
We can.
sideways. Then we go to that one place with the thing.
And then we can
Oh,
control
yeah.
where we go.
Yeah, and
That's
if we do, and if we find a phone, we can dial 999 if we really want to hear the truth.
Things were going so well today, Chris.
Are we ready to go through?
Maybe we should leave Ralph behind though. Ralph, could you just stay here?
I don't want to stay here. I would like to go back to Fireburg.
Well, then
Oh, I'm
maybe
too
you
old.
should just
I'm
go
sorry,
to
I meant-
Freiburg.
I meant to say Aquaburg. There. I wish I could go back to Aquaburg, but I think I'm a little too old for that. I wonder if when you get her ears, if she could make me young again too.
You just wanna
Could
take a
you
nap
could
here
you
like
stay?
Franklin?
Yeah. I think Stacy's right.
What's that? Just stay here?
You can take a nap here like Franklin was, and then we'll be back.
I could go for a nap. And it is warm here. All right.
We'll be back. We're coming back, Ralph. Don't worry.
He starts using his makeshift cane to kind of beat the grass down in an area so he can lay down on it.
I still have a pillow and blanket that I took from
From Remy, the rat.
Remy the rat. So I'll give that to Raphael.
Oh, dope.
Oh, this is fantastic. It has been so long since I've had a clean pillow to put my head on. Thanks, Trent.
You're welcome.
You're the hero of this group, aren't you? Knocking out that goat, giving me a nice pillow and a blanket. You're a good kid.
No,
Thanks.
Yeah, Trent's pretty great.
So far, I've seen nothing to say otherwise.
Yeah, man, you're right.
yeah, thank you.
As he kind of lays the blanket out, puts the pillow down with a lot of groans and grumbling. He slowly lowers himself down. So you all know, I'll be here till you get back because I'm going to need help standing back up.
All right. We'll help you.
All right. He lays down. Within minutes, he is out and snoring on the ground like butterflies.
As
are,
we all just
landing
stand
on his
around
face.
watching to
Yeah.
make sure he falls asleep.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting, can Aakshi kind of round us up for just a second before we go
Sure.
through?
Huddle time.
Yeah. So I shall ask everybody to kind of just come together for a moment and get that sort of hockey player tone, that jock tone in her voice of being on a team. It's guys, I think we're a team. We've been a team for a little while since the whole thing started, but I think we're actually a team now. Where we watch out for each other. We got have each other's backs and make sure that there's always room for someone else to score a goal. And I think we're doing really well. Chris, you're smarter than ever, man. Like you're so smart and you know everything. Trent, you are just so brave and you just, man, I can't even, nobody even had to ask you to shoulder check that goat and you just did it. You're so strong and yeah, you use your strength to make sure that your friends are on board and Tiffany and you get like weirdly soft. You're just like really smart and you just like think of things that no one else thinks of. And Stacy, and I know you want to go home, but I don't think we can do anything we've been able to if you weren't here. And you're awesome. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad that, if we have to work on getting home, I'm glad you're here to help us get home.
I'm glad we can all solve problems together. You're really good at talking to people.
And
I don't like talking to people, but you talk to people.
Her hockey leader tone, hockey team tone kind of ebbs a little like, all right, let's go find some punks.
All right. Good pep talk. So I know we got
Get those hosers, hey?
That's fair. But I'm going to make fun of Americans all day. That's fair.
Yeah, I know we got 15 minutes, but this is a really great place to wrap for this session. So I think we're going to do that. And we can pick up next session on the hunt for some punks. Why don't we do some XP questions? So, did you participate? Yeah, you all get an XP. Have you been in trouble because of your problem or relationship? Each one of you will have to answer that on your own. Did you use or struggle with your pride? Trent, hells yeah, you did. Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids? Trent and Tiffany, I think, should both get this. Others, if you think you should, absolutely, but definitely Trent and Tiffany. Yeah. And did you learn something new? Yeah. Sure you did. What'd you learn?
Stone Lady has no ears.
Stone Lady has no ears.
That adults can potentially get put back into bodies of kids, right? Like that's pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And time's even more fucked up here than we thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at least 3 XP right there, right, Chuck?
Can you go like to a really shitty Chuck E. Cheese until your inner child dies?
That is exactly it. Exactly it. All right. Let's do our closing roundtable, and then we'll make like trees. So, Jeff, Melissa, Steven, what lollygaggers got happening?
Yeah, dude. In about an hour. Wait, no, I can do math. 1 second. Everyone calm down. 2 hours and 13 minutes. We're playing some One Ring over on twitch.tv/the lollygaggers on Monday. It sounds like we're starting up Horror on the Orient Express. I think we got everything situated. Dotting our I's, crossing some T's. So hopefully. And then next Friday, we're going to be finishing off our Hunter the Reckoning Chronicle. And we also just did Blade Runner last night. So check that on the YouTube channel too. So we just started that up. And then Steven's got this thing coming up too. So Steven, you should mention that.
Yeah. February 7th will be session 1 of Forbidden Lands. We don't have session 0 up on YouTube, but we did do that live. You can check it out on Twitch VOD if you need to. It'll be up on YouTube a bit closer to when session 1 is going to go live. We built some really interesting characters. We figured out how they know each other. It should be a lot of fun exploring some dark fantasy. We got a great cast.
Nice. Very cool.
Oh, and we're doing a giveaway. We're going to be giving away some dice on the 7th. So show up for that.
Nice. Maitreyi, what you got happening?
Hi, I'm Maitreyi. Thank you so much for having me here and some of the other games that I get to play with all of you. I make content on YouTube for system agnostic, multi-system, whatever you want to call it, tabletop content. I've taken a bit of a break over the holidays in January, but I expect to be back to it in February. So yeah, thank you.
Very cool. I'll do DOK, then Adam, we can wrap up with the studio. So Defenders of Kobold, that's where you can find me and a lot of these other people, regular intervals here and there. But actually tonight at 9 p.m. Central over on twitch.tv/Goodman Games Official, we're playing some Weird Frontiers, which is Dungeon Crawl Classics in the Weird West. Bert's running us through that. As far as other Twitch things go, tune in every Wednesday night for All Fear the Ishtar. That is our Alien campaign. Friday nights, we're doing Heart Ember Grove. Joe is running that. And actually tomorrow, Stephen, Maitreyi, and I, we're going to be recording our first Pathfinder session. It's going to get recorded, and then we're going to release it in shorter episodes on YouTube. So make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. And yeah, that's the okay, I guess. Yeah. Adam, what do we got?
Yes. Well, just want to say, keep an eye on two things. First thing, keep an eye on our website because we will soon be able to sell the exclusive Kickstarter edition that was years ago for Main Gauche that Dan Mandich did the cover for. And we have a few of those left over from the print run, and I'll have that up on the website here soon. We will also have t-shirts and at least a coffee mug for sale on the website. So anytime within the next month or so, it should go live. The other thing, if you're interested in products that we're coming out with, I'm soon going to be hosting a series of what our upcoming supplement, Divinity Unleashed, will look like as the artist Ken Duque and Dan Mandich gets it done. He's going to lay out each chapter, and we're going to present up. That right there is what that cover looks like. So yeah, if you want that beautifully
dancing across
cover,
the screen.
Yeah, keep an eye on the website. One of these days when I'm actually working on GMP stuff, I'll get it up there. So yeah, if you want to know more about that supplement, various tier levels will get to see, everything. So like, $1 tier will see the image of the profession. The $5 tier will see the profession, so on and so forth. Spells, marks, everything of that particular god. And then if you're signed up at the time, you'll also get discounts when it is released. So our Patreon is right there. So lastly, the most important thing, be sure to check out these other channels that people are mentioning because they put on really great shows. And if you're watching live, follow their channels. I see Adventures in Lollygagging posted. And of course, Chuck is running as GNP and not being DOK right now. But if it's not live, you'll find them in the description. You can go subscribe to their channel because they put out amazing stuff. So please do.
Please do. All right. That's it. We're getting out of here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for playing. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you for running it, Jock.
Yeah. There we go.
And for being so beautiful.
You are welcome for all of that. I even I'm running a game for Steven tomorrow. I even trimmed my beard up and got all...
It's looking great. 10 out of 10.
Thanks. I appreciate that. All right. We'll catch y'all later. Deuces.